imagine this, a tiny little music box. Something that looks completely harmless ends up holding the darkest secret of your life. Tonight, I'm going to tell you a story where a sweet little melody turned into a message of death. They say objects can carry the memories of the people who once owned them. Some objects carry love, others carry grief. But this music box carried something far more sinister, a secret that refused to stay hidden. One rainy evening, a young man named Armand wandered into an old, dusty thrift shop. His eyes landed on a small, beautifully carved music box. Tiny roses were etched into its wooden surface, and a golden key gleamed faintly under the shop's dim light. The shopkeeper gave him a cold, uneasy stare. He whispered, "It doesn't belong to anyone anymore. Best not to wind it." But Armand only smiled, brushing off the warning as superstition. He bought the box and carried it home. That night, while thunder roared outside his window, he wound the golden key. The music began to play, soft, soothing, almost hypnotic. But then, when he closed the lid, the melody didn't stop. Instead, it grew louder. From that night on, the melody never left him. At midnight, Armand would suddenly wake, drenched in sweat, only to hear the same tune playing faintly from his closet. Desperate, he locked the music box in a drawer, but the drawer began to shake violently, as if something inside was trying to break free. Then the whispers began, a faint giggle, the laughter of a little girl echoing through his apartment. Sometimes, in the dark, he could feel small, cold hands tugging at his bedsheets. It was no longer just a music box. It was an invitation, and Armand had already accepted it. On the fourth night, consumed with terror, Armand grabbed the music box and smashed it against the floor. The melody stopped instantly. The silence was so heavy, it felt suffocating. He gasped in relief. He thought it was finally over. But when he slowly lifted his eyes, his blood froze. In the dark corner of his room stood a little girl, pale, motionless, no taller than the box itself. She was humming the lullaby, but her lips never moved. Her glassy eyes locked onto his. And then, in a voice that was not hers, she whispered, "Thank you for letting me out." The music box was gone. The girl was gone. But ever since that night, every time Armand drifts to sleep, the same lullaby begins to play softly in the darkness. Some melodies, once heard, can never be silenced. So tell me, if you ever found a music box that played by itself, would you dare to listen? Comment your answer below. And don't forget to subscribe for more chilling tales.